I tell you, I really get my steps in when I come to a Sting game.
Oh,
Because I'm like up and down the stairs, running around. Yeah, not that exercise is going to hurt me, but you know, by any means. But boy, the Sarnia Sting are getting the exercise out there. 5-0 right now with shots on goal 23-12. Hamilton's struggling out there for sure. I mean, well, there's a few things out there we'll talk about, but you made a comment just before we went live there. Talk about what you were feeling there a little bit.
It looked like they might have been reverting back to their old ways in that Sioux game. There was a couple of bad passes, and I was like, oh, geez, here we go, right?
Yeah.
But I think they did a pretty good job of keeping that in check.
They recovered, right?
Yeah.
But you're talking about like they're catching the puck at the skate rather than on the stick kind of thing, or they're just
More just too many passes. Like when they're in the zone, it's like the last one is just a little bit unnecessary almost. Like it's like they could have had a good shot before that, and then they pass it again. It's like that could have eliminated that pass and got a better shot out of it before.
I see. All right. So they were looking for that TSN highlight goal.
Yeah, maybe too many tic-tac-toes. Maybe they're all selfless guys. They just want to keep passing the puck. But someone's got to shoot eventually.
Maybe, right? We didn't see any from Nolan Burke that time.
No.
Fingers
crossed.
Who did we see? Ryan Mast was in there, and Christian Kairu also
nice
added
goals
to the
too.
tally right now. So, well, yeah, we're live. Hang on. You want to be on camera? Yeah, just wave right there. There you go. Okay. Nobody can hear you. They can see you. That's why we have it there, right?
That's right.
So go Sting, go, right? We see right now, like I said, 5-0, and he's saying hi to Grandma.
People are hyped up.
Well, they really are, you know. Like you can hear it in the crowd here when they scream. That horn that goes off.
Oh my God, it's incredible, isn't it?
Jake Borey, I think you turned the volume up on that again.
Scares me. The first one always scares me.
Right? I think he's pushing that volume level up there as far as he can, right? So we'll see what happens now coming out in the third period. But, I mean, super frustrating right now. Got to be for the Hamilton Bulldogs. Let's talk about some of the refereeing there, too. I think Hamilton a couple of times kind of felt like there was one guy I didn't catch. He was down or something, and he's like,
yeah, they seem to be.
He goes like this, and he's like, where?
I've seen a couple of the arms up, but you know, I guess that's just the way of the game, right? I think they've done a great job actually. They haven't missed too many calls.
Well,
been pretty
no,
fair.
like I think they've done. I mean, we'd always say like, don't want that job, don't have enough eyes in my head. It's a thankless position for sure. But I mean, they haven't called a lot. I mean, in the first period, they kind of set the tone, but it seems like they've kind of backed off a little bit on this, and they're just letting them play hockey. Yeah,
not too much chippiness going on. I mean, I'm sure they're going to get frustrated going into the third here if it keeps up, but I think everybody's been pretty clean, and there hasn't been too many splashes or trips or anything. Pretty fair.
Nice to see that goal from Ryan Mast, too, because he's kind of had his ups and downs throughout the season.
Definitely. You've heard about it, that's right. But yeah, that was a good one to get off his shoulders, I'm sure.
Yeah, right, to get it out of the way because he's got to be. I mean, there is still some frustration out there, you know, when you're one of those players that is in there and trying to do something, and sometimes you just can't. Well, Austin Powers, you don't have the mojo, right?
You can contribute in every way other than on the scoreboard. And, you know, it does weigh on you after a while. You want to get that goal or that assist, and it shows sometimes.
We've seen a lot of the players that have been off most of the season as well that we haven't. Like, if I said the name Carson Hall to you.
You don't see him around, right?
Right, no, but he's just been out of the lineup. He's still here. He's just been scratched so you always kind of wonder, like, and that's got to be frustrating when you're that Carson Hall, and I think there's Campbell, and who else am I thinking of? McDonald, Hoover.
Yeah.
That guy just likes to hurt himself.
He's had some great fights, too. He loves to prove it. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, that's got to be frustrating, though, because you're sitting on the sidelines, so to speak, watching the Sarnia Sting do amazing things, and you're not able to, like, really take any credit for any of it, right?
Well, it's your team, and you're hoping for the best, but you almost want to see someone stumble and get a chance to get in there, right?
Yeah. Now, last chance for the Hamilton Bulldogs. Boy, have they got their work cut out for them because, I mean, as well as they've been doing, like against the London Knights. Speaking of which, actually, why don't we do that? Let's talk about around the OHL. Do you already have it up?
I can pull it up for you, right?
You've got the scores.
4-4 Knights and
Like Guelph.
in
Oh, it's
Guelph right
4-4 now?
Yep.
It was 4-0 moments ago.
Holy smokes.
Right?
That's incredible.
So,
well, there
like,
you
London
go.
had to be going, WTF?
Yeah.
Because same thing happened with, didn't Hamilton beat them?
Yeah, well, just goes to show anything can happen, right?
Go ahead. Have you got all the scores for all the
Yep.
games? Pull them up there, and Connor will give you around the OHL score update here.
8-3 67 beat the Generals. Got 2-2 Ice Dogs and Otters. 4-4 Knights and Guelph. 3-4 Colts and Steelheads. 2-2 Firebirds and Owen Sound Attack. 4-3 Spitfires and Spirit. And 4-2 Wolves and Greyhounds.
Wow.
A lot that's going on
There's
in
some
the
big
league
changes
tonight.
that you wouldn't expect
Yeah.
out of what you were just talking about there. I mean, but literally, when I was looking, like maybe 5 minutes ago, and it was 4-0 for Guelph against London, I was going like, wow, well, London's got to be going, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Right. But obviously, but they are that team, as we've seen them do it against the Sarnia Sting. When they're really down, if there's one team that can really come back, it's the London Knights.
Absolutely,
as well, right?
yeah.
So
They're always gritty and hard to play.
this, and at this time of the year is like, I mean, we've got 2 more home games.
Yep.
Right before the end of the season hits. Speaking of which, really excited that I can put this out there and announce, but on Saturday, it's Lee Cunningham's 1,500th broadcast.
No way.
So there'll be a celebration for
right
that.
on.
So
That's a big number.
Definitely got to
That's a
be
huge
here for
number.
that
Absolutely
one.
will be.
1,500 broadcasts, because he was with Saginaw for, I think, about 7 years. And he's been with the Sting for several. So congratulations to him.
Right on.
That'll be his
Congratulations.
1,500. I don't know what they got planned, but I know they're doing something exciting for him. So congratulations there as well. And honestly, like Lee and Pat Roche on the CHOK do a fantastic job of the play-by-play. I often listen to them while I'm up in the media booth.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I learned from them,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of
Knowledgeable
okay.
guys. Super
Lee
knowledgeable.
is a basket full of knowledge, and if you ever listen to him and his words, I tease him. I say, Lee, you've got like a thesaurus that's beside your bed, right? 'Cause
Right.
he's always coming up with these new words. And to just give you an inkling of the preparation that goes into a broadcaster for something like what they do, play-by-play and stats and everything, he's here at 4 o'clock preparing himself, and then he told me there's probably another 3-4 hours at home before a game that he's
That's
preparing
incredible.
himself. So he's very, very committed. So thanks, Lee, for what you do. He really brings a lot to the game for sure. Terry Doyle
That's dedication.
and Barry Wright, of course, with Kojiko and Your TV doing the play-by-plays. Hi, how are you? Doing the play-by-plays as well. And again, a lot of preparation goes into that. So just to give you guys kind of an insight on what it takes, we got the easy part.
Yeah, that's right.
We watch the game. We come up here for about 10, maybe 12 minutes, say what we think. We mostly don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Connor knows way more than I do. I'll tell you that for sure. I'm just the guy in the tie, right?
Yep.
So, but we do have a lot of fun here. So,
Watch out, Doyle. Coming for you.
right. Well, I think, is your mom's name Karen?
She is.
She was watching. She made a comment and said, watch out, Don Cherry. Connor's
nice,
coming
right
for
on.
you. I don't know if she knows, but he's already unemployed. Don Cherry's already done, right? I don't know what he's doing now, but
You got a podcast.
yeah, there you go. So, Mom, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
All right, we're about 7 minutes away. I'm going to let Connor go so we can get his. How many hot dogs have you had?
I got 2 in my pocket right now, believe it or not.
Okay,
You know.
all right. I better let him go so we can.
They sold
Mom,
out in the end of the first.
Mom
so.
doesn't feed you still.
Oh, we ate.
There you go. All right, yeah, about 7 minutes away. Sarnia Sting coming out. I'm going to get out of here and go over and get set up for the post-game press conference. I got it right that time. Coming into the restaurant after the game. So
Post-game
watch
press
out.
conference.
Post-game press conference. Go ahead. Try and say it 5 times.
Post-game press conference. Post-game press conference. Post-game press conference. Post-game press conference. Post-game press conference.
It's a struggle, isn't
Not
it?
bad, eh?
All right, there you
Don't
go,
forget
everybody.
about it.
With the Sarnia Sting live from the concourse, I'm David Burrows and my good friend Connor Burke. 1, 2, 3.
Go Sting, go!